Wednesday, December 14th, 2022, Tournament of Champions quarterfinal Game 3 between Kathrin Maysome, Patrick Johnson, and Mia DeRossi starts now.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one.
Yeah!
Player two. Player three. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny, thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: intravenous, playwrights, official state things, adventures in the air, under the sea, and Steve Martin movies. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player one, make a selection. Select a clue by pointing the Wii remote at the screen, and August 1983 saw the first night launch of this reusable U.S. orbital vehicle. It's player two. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direct... Right. Choose again. Player two. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase were these title characters of a 1986 comedy. Player two. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Let's hear it. Player one. Correct. Player one, pick again. This 1987 comedy in which Steve played Fire Chief C.D. Bales was based on Cyrano de Bergerac. Yes, player two. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Roxanne. Player one, you pick again, please. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Steve Martin told him, "Those aren't pillows." It's player two. Right. Great, you're back into it now. You again, player two. Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt are the parents of an extremely large brood in this 2003 remake. Here's the correct response. Cheaper by the dozen. Select again. Queen Latifah wreaks havoc on the life of straight-laced lawyer Steve Martin in this 2003 comedy. Yes, player one. Good. Player one, back to you for our next selection. The syringa, also known as the mock orange, is Idaho's official state this. Player three? Yes. Please pick again. Player three. It reigns as West Virginia's official state butterfly. Let's hear it, player one. Yep. Player one, back to you. Sounds scary, but Colorado's official state fish is the greenback cutthroat type of this. Okay, player two. No, that's not right. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player one. That's it. We return to you, player one. Appropriately, the official state cantata of Connecticut has this spicy name. Player two. Good. On the plus side again. You get to pick again, player two. We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude will maintain en route, 35,000 feet. Let's hear it, player one. Yes. We return to you, player one. Taking 16 hours in 1919, British aviators Alcock and Brown became the first to cross this large body of water non-stop. Yes, player two. You are correct. Choose again, player two. In 1907, Paul Cornu became the first man to fly freely in one of these horizontally rotored aircraft. Okay, player three. Right you are. Select again. Hitting a speed of about 800 miles per hour, Chuck Yeager broke this barrier in October of 1947. Player one? That's correct. Player one, back to you for our... It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much? Okay, here is the clue. In 1909, Louis Blériot became the first person to fly in a plane over this, between Great Britain and France. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Please pick again, player one. When Virginia got a state one of these animals, the governor's office released a poem that mentioned Adam West. It's player one. That is correct. You again, player one. The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabets consist only of this type of letter. Okay, player three. Correct. Player three, you pick a... Let's go over to Kelly.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the 5-line staff, like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
Let's hear it, player one. You got it. Player one, back to you. It's the South American national capital city that fits the category. Yes, player one. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player three? Hey, you're right. Player three, pick again. Found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106-carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. It's player one. That's right. Way to go. Select again. A 1934 New York City taxi driver's strike led him to write Waiting for Lefty, the first of his plays to be produced. The correct response is Clifford Odets. You get to pick again, player one. This Shakespeare contemporary is remembered for Dr. Faustus and for getting stabbed to death. Okay, player two. That is correct. Player two, back to you for our next selection. This Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright was related to John Sevier, the first governor of the volunteer state. Let's hear it, player one. Yeah, good. Player one, you pick again, please. Galileo's finding that Venus goes through these, like the moon, was the first direct evidence for Copernican ideas. Yes, player one. Yes. Player one, pick again. We're not sure if it was ancient or not, but the first U.S. flyby of Venus was by one of these space probes in 1962. It's player one. Good for you. Player one, back. Like Mercury, Venus has this many moons. Let's hear it, player three. Right. We return to you, player three. One of these on Venus lasts about 244 Earth ones. Player two. Yes. Choose again, player two. Venus's surface is hard to view from Earth because it's completely covered by these. Yes, player three. You are correct. Please pick again, player three. His father, James O'Neill, was a 19th century actor whose most famous role was the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay, player one. Correct. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Public disgust over his play Ghosts caused this Norwegian to retaliate in his An Enemy of the People. It's player two. Right. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. The categories for the Double Jeopardy round are Latin American history, flora, the A's, sports Joes, title ballet women, and you're in denial. Player two gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. A recess or nook for something like a bookcase. Yes, player two. That's it. You again, player two. Answer, one of the Daily Double. You're in second right now. Give us a wager, player two. Here is your Daily Double clue. To suspend a legal proceeding. Yes. We return to you, player two. Richard Nixon's enemies list included Jane Fonda and this New York Jets quarterback. Let's hear it, player one. Correct. You again, player one. Aethusa sinapium is known as poison or fool's this herb. Don't put it on your potatoes. Okay, player one. Good. You get to pick again, player one. Here's Kelly to start us off.
The moss seen here, also called vegetable horsehair, is best known by this national name.
Player two. Yep. Player 2, you pick again, please. The ponderosa is one of the most widely distributed American species of this conifer. Okay, Player 3. That's correct. Player 3, pick again. In December of 1980, a junta appointed José Napoleón Duarte president of this small Central American country. Player 3. That is correct. Choose again, Player 3. In 1957, this physician and patron of voodoo was elected president of Haiti, which he ruled with an iron fist for 14 years. Yes, Player 3. Nope. Sorry. Any other takers? It's Player 1. Right. Please pick again, Player 1. In 1541, Pedro de Valdivia, a soldier of this Inca conqueror, founded the city of Santiago in Chile. Let's hear it, Player 3. No. Anyone else? Player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2, back to you for... By the 7th century, this civilization's city of Tikal in the Yucatan had a population of tens of thousands. Let's hear it, Player 3. No. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, Player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. In 1565, Portuguese knight Estácio de Sá founded this Brazilian city on Guanabara Bay. It's Player 3. Yeah, good. Select again. In the wild in Mexico, this Christmas plant, Euphorbia pulcherrima, may grow to a height of 15 feet. Yes, Player 2. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Any other takers? Player 1? Right you are. Player 1, you pick again, please. Answer? The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. Please enter your wager. All right, here's your clue. A variety of this state tree of Mississippi is the cucumber tree, which gets its name from the shape of its fruits. That puts you even further ahead. Please pick again, Player 1. Margot Fontaine dazzled audiences as Princess Aurora in this ballet. It's Player 3. Hey, you're right. Player 3, pick again. This Kenneth Macmillan ballet intrigues with the curious story of the last of the 4 daughters of Tsar Nicholas II. Here's what we wanted. Anastasia. Select again. The evil priest Frollo wants Esmeralda, but she's saved by a man named this. Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. A center of Egypt's rice trade, this Nile Delta city lends its name to an important translating stone. Okay, Player 2. Good for you. You again, Player 2. In 1902, construction was completed on the first dam on the Nile at this southern Egyptian city. Yes, Player 3. You got it. Choose again, Player 3. This colorful branch of the Nile River begins at Lake Tana in Ethiopia. Okay, Player 1. Nope. Anyone else? Player 2. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 2. This ancient Greek historian called Egypt the gift of the Nile. Here's what we were looking for. Herodotus. We return to you, Player. Here's Kelly with the clue.
An ancient boat nearly 150 feet long was found in 1954 by archaeologists investigating the Great Pyramid on this Egyptian plateau.
Yes, Player 1. Good. Player 1, back to you. This Greek gal falls for her stepson Hippolytus in a ballet based on Racine's tragedy. It's Player 3. No, sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Select again. 1949 saw the first ballet version of this operatic Bizet work that features Don José and a toreador. Yes, Player 3. That is correct. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. In a nice 2-year run, he married Marilyn in 1954 and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in '55. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's right, way to go. Player 2, pick again. In 1973, George Foreman grilled this smokin' guy, knocking him down 6 times in 2 rounds. Okay, Player 3. Good. Please pick again, Player 3. In 1908, troubled by blisters, this outfielder played in his stocking feet. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, Player 1. In 1950, he became an assistant coach for Penn State football. In '66, he took over as head coach. Player 1? Correct. Choose again, Player 1. From the Greek for slope, it's to adjust to a new set of conditions. It's Player 2. Yes. Player 2, you pick again, please. Kelly will present this clue.
In seismic data, the maximum displacement of a seismic wave during one oscillation, here 23 millimeters, is referred to by this term.
Here's the response we were looking for. The amplitude. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. A liquid under pressure released through a nozzle as a spray or foam. Okay, player 2. Yes. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is the 50 states. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. It was the only state physically and politically formed directly because of the Civil War. And your response? And that will cost you. What did you say? Sorry, that incorrect response will drop your score by... What did you put as your response? With that correct response, you will gain Congratulations, player 1. You're the winner. Thanks for playing, everybody. See you next time.
All right, Mike is back on, and we have another semi-finalist in Kathrin. Almost a runaway game. It was a lock-tie situation, but with the wildcard positions, she was in an excellent position to advance regardless. Patrick currently holding down number 4, the number 4 spot among the wildcards of those who have already went, and Mia took a lot of swings in this game. It just didn't work out quite well enough. So far, Vincenzo, Matteo, and Kathrin are your automatic semifinalists from the first 3 games. And Matt, Miyu, Daisuke, and Patrick are holding on to those 4 wildcard spots. We have 2 more games to go for this week. Thank you so much for watching. today. Please like, subscribe, and share this with those who you know who love Jeopardy and are fans of the show. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Game 4 of the quarterfinals between the number 1 seed, Victor, Jackson, and Yoko. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this video was a little delayed today, but I hope you have a great night, and see you for the next match.